Evil, they say, lurks in the dark, but not in the case of Joromy. This is a true life story. Listen and learn. Joromy was an handsome young man, dark in complexion, broad shoulder, 6.12 inches tall, with a killer smile that can light up the darkest of one's heart. But his greatest attraction was his kindness. Joromy was loved by all because he was kind, selfless, humble, and a gentleman. He would help just about anyone, irrespective of your status or tribe. One beautiful morning, on his way to work, he met a damsel which his heart longs for. Her name was Penny, a young damsel from the tribe of Tobori. Although they were not from the same clan, Joromy still longs and desired to make her his bride. Penny was a student studying in a university, and Joromy told her of his intention and promised to be of good behavior and wait till marriage before they could consummate their union, which made Penny glad to have finally found a man worthy enough to call her own. 3 years passed, and Joromy grew in affluence, riches, and friends. He had all the good things life had to offer, but he never withheld it to himself alone. He made sure he was of assistance to anyone that needs it. He would lend out money to as many that asked without taking caution. Even married women with husbands would come to Joromy to borrow money from him, and he would give them. One day, Penny, which was Joromy's fiancée, called him and told him to reduce the way he lends money out. "I am not asking you to stop helping people," Penny said. "I'm only saying be wise and save for raining days. Most of these women coming to you for help have spouses. They are just leeching on you and taking you for a fool. And when you would need them one day, they would not show up for you. Please, my love, I am not comfortable with all of this." But Joromy never stopped. He only devised means to always hide it from Penny whenever he does his benevolent acts, especially to his best and childhood friend Timmy. Little did he know that Timmy was jealous of him. Timmy's jealousy for Joromy grew stronger and stronger, that he started plotting diabolic means to harm Joromy and take all that belongs to him, including Penny, Joromy's fiancée. One day, Joromy came home. It was few months to his wedding ceremony with Penny. He was feeling sick and thought it was a mere fever. He went to the pharmacy and bought himself some drugs and slept. Little did he know that was the beginning of his demise and the end to his life. Later that night, before cockcrow, Joromy was rushed to the hospital and was admitted in the emergency ward. The doctor said he had shortage of blood and was infused 2 pounds of blood, and that was how Joromy kept on coming to the hospital weeks after weeks to receive blood. Different tests was carried out on Joromy that left him in excruciating pain, yet there was no solution. 1 year later, Joromy was still sick, being carried from one place to another looking for solution, but none was forthcoming. At this point, Joromy has exhausted all his resources and started asking people he lent money to repay him, so he would pay his medical bills, but none was forthcoming. Everybody who leached on Joromy disappeared into thin air. Then Joromy realized he was on his own. Society can never truly love you. They will only be there when they need you. Only the love of family can stand the test of time. At this point, Joromy was lying at his hospital bed, looking so skinny like one who had HIV. His family sitting around him with tears-filled eyes, praying that God intervene. Then Joromy said to them, "Now I know. Now I've learned my lesson. Although it's too late, but I just have to say this. I'm lying down here, staring at death straight in the eyes, with no money to even pay my hospital bill. Billy is owing me 800,000 naira. Timmy is owing me 200,000 naira. Richard's wife 400,000 naira. And Jimmy, whom I bought car for, is owing me 1.5 million naira. Just to mention but a few. I've called them, but none is forthcoming. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared to die. It's just that the pain I'm feeling is too much. I want to be relieved of it. Help me, please." And Joromy died. Few years later, his best friend Timmy ran mad, telling people Joromy was appearing to him and asked him to marry Penny and take care of her. He was later admitted into a mental home, although he never said he killed Joromy. But this turn of events got people thinking and wondering who really killed Joromy. The hearts of men, they say, are desperately wicked.